What we are really wanting people to do from a design perspective is to be mindful and thoughtful about how they incorporate the design of their home with the natural features of the land, and that they complement each other.
We spent a lot of time out on site walking, kind of mapping. The site is very interesting, obviously, on the rim of the New River Gorge. It's made up of a series of, I believe, 5 ridges and 6 or 7 valleys, kind of in between them. And so the goal was to develop the land in the least obtrusive way.
It's really not about fashion. It's about this incredible place and being part of these woods and this special environment that surrounds us here and all the recreational opportunities that are here.
It's really about using the whole land, but in a very, very light way, in a very light touch. So it's using what was here, which is some pretty amazing stock already, geographically and botanically, to form a kind of basis for how people live in Wild Rock.
It really isn't about what makes this lot saleable, easy, more obtainable. It's, here is the lay of the land. Is this a good home site? If it is, how is it least disruptive to the contour? And you feel that in every pocket of Wild Rock. You feel that that was considered and won.
The houses here and the way the lots have been designed, you have a much greater sense of being a little bit more isolated in some ways, and it's really twofold. You want within the lot to feel isolated, but to provide community areas like this bocce court that's behind us, like some of the other parks that are around the property and overlooks and things like that, are really the opportunity for neighbors to kind of happen across each other and have a glass of wine, that kind of thing.
10 years ago, sustainability was a new term that was just getting kicked around. Today, sustainability should be part of everybody's life. It's such an easy thing to live with, to modify your behavior so that your actions don't create hardship for future generations. And so it's just a simple ethic that we would like people of Wild Rock to embrace and follow, both with their design concepts, their use of materials, how they interpret the landscape, how they live when they're here.
It's kind of an older way of thinking and building that is based more in common sense instead of commercialism. And so it's how do you kind of use those goals to steer something that's environmentally sustainable, but also financially sustainable, because I think sustainability can be used as kind of a buzz term these days, and I think to really define what that means here was important in the early stages of the project, and be consistent with our goals and means to achieve those goals.
What's interesting is that most people think sustainability is a big deal. And it's not a big deal. It is simply being thoughtful about what you do. In this house, for instance, we use reclaimed heart pine lumber. And it's very easy to do. It was, in this case, less expensive than new material. And it really has sort of a heart and soul to it that goes back 100 years.
You know, when I first built this house up here, I was a little bit freaked. You can't do this, you can't do that. Well, I've now come to realize absolutely those are the right things. I want a neighbor that is going to build a nice home. I want a community that's built based on people that love the outdoors, that love being active and doing all these things.
It will be the consistency of design throughout the community over time. I think that people will embrace that. They'll be proud of what they build. They'll be proud of what their neighbor builds. They won't feel as though someone has taken advantage of them or the system by doing something that they might not like to do next door to them.
I've got the benefit of knowing the history, and I applaud them for having done such a beautiful job setting up a community and yet maintaining the integrity and the respect of the natural environment.